Hello, I am Minecraft 8, and this is episode 33 of my Billionaire Minecraft series, where I will collect 1 billion iron ingots, gold ingots, diamonds, and emeralds using the All the Mods 6 mod pack in modded Minecraft 1.16. In today's episode, I'm going to be learning about the mod Ice and Fire, about some of the stuff that I will need to be looking into through the use of the bestiary and its lectern, so let's get started. So first off, the bestiary is produced with these manuscripts, and I've already done this because I've collected plenty of these manuscripts from killing dragons in the Other. So what I need to do now is I actually need to make the lectern, because right now the bestiary has very little information, and I need to get more information from it, and I can do that with a lectern. So let's go ahead and make a lectern here. I just need some oak wood planks, and I can do that pretty simply. Actually, let's replenish this as well and do that. And here's the lectern. So what we're going to need to do is let's go ahead and place this down somewhere where maybe it can be permanent-ish. Let's place it right over here. And so what we have here is we place in a bestiary. Oh, awesome. That is one thing I need to learn about. So we place in these manuscripts, and it will take 3 manuscripts to learn about fire dragon eggs, and that's pretty fantastic. Okay, so cool. So now let's go and let's look at fire dragon eggs. And I actually have a couple fire dragon eggs. If we take a look in this chest right here, I have a bunch of stuff that I've looted from dragons, and I also have my draconic chest plate. One thing I didn't realize when I made this is that it is not armor. It actually goes right here. And how I have this one set up, and if you watched a few episodes ago where I actually made this, whoops, wrong button. I didn't fully understand that it was not armor anymore. But anyways, I have upgraded it quite a lot since that last episode, and it served me well against dragons. One thing it does not serve me well against is actually bees that you can find in the same biomes the ice dragons are. Bees that can one-shot kill you. And I actually got killed once on camera, I believe, with a bee. I didn't understand what was going on, but even with souped up armor, vibranium armor, as well as this thing right here, which adds a whole lot more armor as well, it still one-shots. So it's kind of scary to deal with. But anyways, back to this. Let's read about the fire dragon eggs. After taking down one of the dragons, more monstrous fire dragons, I found in a cavern, I noticed that the beast was guarding its own clutch of eggs. And basically you get these eggs the same way you get the scales and the bones, just by right-clicking the corpse of the dragon. These eggs were a multitude of beautiful colors. I actually have 2 of them, I think. I instantly thought of how much worth these eggs could be sold for, probably even more than diamonds. I'm not worried about that. However, eggs have one purpose to the dragon themselves, to propagate their own species. Remembering something that I had read in some old manuscripts, that dragons have strong maternal instincts and care for their young, I set out to find out how to raise my own brood of dragons. While moving the eggs to a safer location near my home, I noticed that these eggs were much warmer than those of chicken or other birds. This gave me an idea of how to unlock the secrets of the dragons. I stacked up some wood and netherrack into a large pile and placed the largest of the eggs onto it. Okay, once the egg was on top of the pile, I lit the pile afire, and the wood and netherrack around the egg burst into flames. After waiting around for a short time, I could not see any difference with the egg. I thought of removing the egg and looking for another method of hatching the egg. But I remembered the dragons are large beings that require a large amount of energy. Deciding not to be hasty, I let the egg sit on the perpetual fire for 3 days. Okay, that might be important. My decision was very successful. The dragon's egg hatched, and I am now in possession of a young dragon. I'll have to write another entry some other time to describe my experience with this new friend. So this is something I need to continue to get information about. So let's continue to do this. I'm not concerned about, okay, this is something I need, the Dragonforge information. So let's take a look at Dragonforge. The magical aura of dragon bones and dragon scales definitely has powerful properties, as it is well known. When combined with stone, they become indestructible to dragon frost and flame. It appears there are several constructs that can be made with Dragonforge bricks. There are 3 different ones that I know of. It is also known that there are ice dragon variants as well. Once you have acquired a Dragonforge core, a Dragonforge input, 8 dragon bone blocks, and 17 Dragonforge bricks, you can now construct the Dragonforge itself. Okay, so that's really cool that they show this. And basically it's layer by layer how to make this Dragonforge. And actually, I might be able to make a Fire Dragonforge right now. I think I have enough blocks to do so. The thing is, I don't have a Fire Dragon to power it. I believe I will need one. So construct the forge by placing the layer 1, layer 2, and layer 3 on top of each other as shown. Once the forge is complete, it will need some sort of power. In order to power the forge, Dragon's Breath is required. This can be achieved either by building the structure close to a tame dragon or capturing a wild dragon using chains. Okay, I didn't actually know you could do that. Chains can be created to capture wild dragons and any other monster. They can be tied to walls. Dragons will destroy most walls, like cobblestone walls, so those who wish to power their furnace with a dragon need dragon bone walls. Okay, cool. To properly power a forge, one must place the chains or tamed dragon directly in front of the aperture. Then the dragon will begin to breathe flame or frost as long as there are valid items in the forge. Most items when placed in a forge will be turned to ash or dragon ice respectively, but placing an iron ingot and dragon blood, fire blood for fire forges, ice blood for ice forges, will result in a powerful alchemical metal, as shown here. I've actually seen that stuff in JEI and was wondering how to make it, so that's kind of cool to show that this tells you how. The result is known as dragon steel. I don't really care about dragon steel, so yeah, I'm not going to read all that. So let's continue to see if I can get more good information from this. I do have plenty of these manuscripts. Okay, ice dragon eggs, that's the next thing I think I want to learn about. I'm not going to look at a lot of this information right now because I'm mostly concerned about the fire. From research I've done outside of this BC area here, I believe the first forge that I'm going to need is the fire forge. And that's because if we take a look at the void miner, the reason why I'm doing all of this is so that I can get the upgraded tiers of the void miner. And the next one, I need vibranium and all the modium alloy blocks, and I believe that you get them through the Dragonforge. If we click on that, it doesn't show a recipe, but I believe that's how you get them. And then so on and so forth. We need the Dragonforges to obtain these alloys, just basically to get the better tiers of void miners. So right now I'm just going to continue clicking through. Okay, so dragon materials. Fire dragon is something I want to learn about. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that I don't really care about here, but because it only gives okay, tamed dragons, that's something I probably want to read about. So okay, so let's read a little bit about fire dragons. So the legends are true. Such beasts, such as the one in this entry focuses on, do exist. Very well. I shall try as well as I can to describe such a beast and its activities. The appearance of the beast is obviously reptilian. However, it is much larger than an average reptile. Individuals I have seen range from size of a pig to 25 blocks. There are even rumors of larger dragons sleeping in ancient crypts under the earth. So actually, that's where you find the dragon eggs, is that there are 5 different tiers of dragons, I believe. And the tier 4 and 5 dragons spawn underground. On camera, I fought a tier 3 dragon, and the tier 3 and lower dragons actually appear on the surface. Actually, I haven't seen anything lower than tier 3, so maybe it's just tier 3 dragons appear on the surface. But they don't give you eggs. Only female dragons give you eggs, and so that's how I've acquired some of the eggs. Another notable feature that they possess is the ability of flight. This is indicated by the large wings used in aviation. Although the beasts can seem sluggish at first, they can lift off and fly swiftly after prey. Perhaps the most dangerous aspect about them is their ability to produce fire from their mouths. They use this power to cook their prey alive, and we're going to need the fire breath to actually power the dragon forges. So male fire dragons have patterned wings and collect more valuable loot, whereas females have curved horns. Did I miss a page? have curved horns. Okay, so no. Simply creating the fire is not the only way the fire dragons dispatch their prey. They also have many different attacks. The dragon's fire blast attack, glad to know that they're actually Charizards, fires a steady stream of flames from their beast's mouth. Younger dragons are less effective at this attack, while larger ones can scorch nearby terrain, inflicting massive amounts of damage. The fire breath isn't the only elemental attack. That the dragon can also build up a blast of flames into solidified block. So let's not worry about the attacks. I'm worried about dragon eggs or getting dragons. So I'm not sure if it's going to... Okay, so this might be information that I need. Each stage in a dragon's life means different changes to their behavior and attacks. In the earliest stage, the dragon is unable to spout flames and is limited to biting attacks. Once it is in its second stage, it can do breath, it can breathe weak flames, and do mild amounts of damage. The most notable development of the third stage is the gaining of the fire charge attack, which can deal large amounts of damage. Stage 3 dragons are also the most common type of dragons found in nature. Okay, so that's kind of maybe why we found so many, or why I've found so many stage 3 dragons. Whereas stage 3 was the dragon's final teenage form, stage 4 is when the dragon is a mature adult capable of creating eggs. Stage 4 generally more powerful and can be found in roosts, which are underground. They occupy large caverns beneath the Earth's surface. Stage 5 produces a truly terrifying animal. They follow all the other rules of a stage 4 dragon, except much more powerful and deadly. They're incredibly rare, and it is unheard of for a single soul to defeat one. I actually have defeated 1 or 2 stage 5 dragons at this point. Both 4s and 5s can make deafening roars that can instill fear in their prey. Okay, so that's it for that entry. There was another entry that I did want to look up, and that was maybe the dragon materials. Tame dragons. I wanted to look up this. After hatching my very own dragon, I realized that the creature favored me as its parent. This creature wandered about aimlessly. However, it usually stayed in my general area. Since dragons are animals, they must require food, so I brought it in a rabbit. First, the dragon was reluctant to take any action, but it soon tried to bite the rabbit. The feeble little dragon was barely able to take down the rabbit, so I decided to feed the beast in a different way. I threw them a slab of mutton, and the dragon quickly raced towards it and consumed it. Dragons are ancient creatures, and it must take a while for them to mature. However, I devised a plan to spur my dragon's growth faster. I did this by crafting dragon meal. And you can use different meats here. I've used chicken to automate it in my system because I actually set up my Woot Mob factory at 1.2 spawn chickens. So I have lots of chicken. So this will be a really easy recipe for me to make lots of. This mix of bone and protein can be made with any meat. Okay, so I just said that. By feeding this to my dragon, I was able to make it grow rapidly. I noticed that I could interact with my dragon to check its progress. I can see how old it is, tell its gender, and see how hungry it is. Placing a dragon skull atop a stick has an interesting effect on a tamed dragon. By using it on a dragon, you can make the beast stay or wander by sneaking and interacting with the dragon that is over stage 2. One can mount the dragon and proceed to ride it in the manner of a horse. By jumping, one can make a dragon take off and fly. The beast can be made to descend its height by sneaking. A dragon can breathe fire by the pressing of a certain command, which is different from many people. Okay, so adult dragons can be bred by feeding them mixtures of elemental items, but first these items must be gathered. Fire lilies, frost lilies, and yeah, I'm not super worried about breeding them, to be honest. So you know what? I'm not going to worry about this because I'm not worried about making the fight or anything or using them as a mount. I'm just worried about them powering my Dragonforge. So let's see if I have any. Okay, so dragon materials. I'm not going to read too much about this. I do need the bone blocks here for my Dragonforge. Okay, and I believe you used this in the Dragonforge as well from an earlier entry. So let's just continue and see if we find anything worth reading about. And it doesn't super look like there's anything. Okay, so I'm guessing that that's it. So yeah, it looks like that's it for my bestiary, and that's fine. So it's cool that I seem to have all the information at this point. I will probably need to read about some other things, but let's go ahead and try to set up a system to actually hatch the dragon egg. So I stacked up some wood and netherite into a large pile and placed the largest of the eggs onto it. So let's try to do something like that. I maybe want to build something or put this dragon somewhere where it can't escape or get harmed by other mobs. And maybe I can use this building for the time being. So let's actually rig that up. So I'm just going to build a roof on this building real fast, and I can do that super fast with stone and a wand. Because I just don't want my poor little dragon, should it hatch when I'm away, to actually get killed by something. I do believe I have 2 fire dragon eggs, so I would have another chance, but I'd rather not risk it too much. Okay, so I need to set this to left, right. There we go. And this is probably a temporary location for this dragon, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Or this dragon egg. So let me use the F7 key to make sure that I'm not going to have anything spawn in here. So it looks good. And let's do what the book says and pile up some netherrack. I'm not sure how much I'm going to need, but netherrack sustains fires that never go out. So I might as well just grab a decent amount here and start setting up a fire. So I'm going to do something like this, and let's go ahead and replace some of those torches there. And let's grab some wood as well, because I did mention wood. I'm 100% not sure what I'm doing here, so I'm just kind of guesstimating what to do based on what that had said. So let's do something like this. And so what we're going to do now is grab the egg. Okay, so yes. So I put dragon skulls beside the type of eggs that they are. So I have emerald and red. Let's try to hatch the red. So let's get rid of the rest of the netherrack. Let's get flint and steel. I actually probably don't have any made, which is kind of weird. And what we're going to do is we're just going to try to follow this to a T. I've done a very slight amount of reading, but I'm not 100% sure. So I just right-clicked there. I did not hit the Q button. And now let's go ahead and light this bad boy on fire. Okay, so it's moving. So it appears to be working. I'm just going to leave this be. And to be honest, it said 3 days. I'm not going to wait around for 3 days right now. What I'm going to do is hopefully essentially make this a 2-part episode for me, but for right now I'm just going to see what happens. I'm going to leave this around for a few hours in real time and yeah, see what happens. So hopefully next time I am back I will have a small little dragon right here. So my dragon has hatched, and it actually hatched much quicker than I thought. It was merely a matter of minutes, to be honest. So I thought that it was going to take a few days. So if we shift right click on him, we can see some stats here. He does have only 160 health out of 2,000. He is a male, and he's not very hungry because I did feed him just a little bit after he hatched. I also took away the netherrack and stuff. So I believe he's sleeping because it is night. Let's go ahead and sleep through the night, wake him up, and then feed him some of this dragon meal. So let's see how many bones I actually have. So yeah, I have 21,000 bones, and I also have lots and lots of chicken. I have 4,200 chicken, so I'm going to be able to make a lot of this dragon meal, so I should be able to upgrade him rather quickly to be a larger dragon. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this. So let's go back over to our Mr. Dragon, and let's start feeding him. I believe I should be able to feed him even though he is not hungry at this point. So let's get more dragon meal. I'm not sure how much of this stuff I'm going to need. But if we see, he is visibly growing, and I don't know why that just happened. I've never had... Okay, so let's shift right click. So yeah, he is growing, and as you can see, he's actually, as I give him dragon meal, his age is changing quite dramatically. So he's still stage 1. I'm not sure what stage he needs to be able to power a Dragonforge, but I'm just gonna keep feeding him. He's my little dragon. Also, I'm not sure how to name him. It does say that his name is unnamed. Hopefully he's not going to try to get through this wall. I built this dragon command staff that I read about. I'm not sure how to operate this thing. The dragon is staying. The dragon is escorting you. That's not what I want. The dragon is wandering. The dragon is staying. Okay, so I want him to stay there. That's, yeah, like what I want. So let's go ahead and feed him. I don't want you to do that, man. I'm not sure how to... Okay, so I'm holding shift here, and that seems to be working. He seems to be growing. So he's stage 2 now, so that's pretty fantastic. He also has 8,000 hearts, or 4,000 hearts, 8,000 health. So... will he turn if I turn? Or do I need to hit him with a staff again? So he's growing pretty rapidly with this dragon meal. So this dragon meal is pretty fantastic stuff. And it's not even expensive. I'm not sure how to feed him without... I want to get him to stage 3, I think. And no more, really. I also might need to build him a better home. I am definitely going to need to build him a better home. He's kind of already ridiculously oversized for this place. So let's see, are you stage 3 yet? Okay, so he changed color here, and also I accidentally got on him. So I'm wondering if he didn't change to stage 3. So fantastic. He should be able to power a Dragonforge now. So let's see if we can't build one. So that's pretty cool. We have ourselves a stage 3 dragon. It didn't take much to get. And let's see if we can't build that Dragonforge. So what exactly do we need for a Dragonforge? So Dragonforge, we're going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 of these blocks. But yes. Do you have a problem? That's kind of scary. Even though he's not going to attack me, it's still kind of scary. So we need 17 of those blocks. I should be able to make those with these right here. So these are interchangeable in the recipe. However, you cannot interchange the blocks of scales with other types of dragons. So I've organized them in this chest so that I know that these are all the fire dragon ones. So let's make the apertures first. Or whatever it's called. I probably got that wrong. So let's see here. We need... maybe if I do that, it'll actually show up. Or I'm just missing it. I'm probably just missing it, to be honest. Okay, dragon, I get it. You don't like it. Okay, so to make an aperture, we need 4 of these guys. So I know I need 1 fire aperture. So let's go ahead and start creating some of these. And I already lost it. Where'd it go? Where did it go? Right here. So I need fire aperture. I need this right here. The forge core. The dragon. Okay, so we need some more of these. And that's just around a dragon heart. and it needs to be a fire dragon heart, and then that is the core. And now we just need to make, what, 18 more blocks? I already forgot. So that's 7 plus 5, that'd be 17 blocks. So hopefully I can actually make 17 blocks. I'm not sure that I can. If I can't, what I can do is just hunt down like one additional dragon and do that. So the recipe is... Okay, so actually you can reverse the recipe, but we can do this. And I kind of think I'm going to have just enough. I think I'm going to be, what, just short maybe? Yeah, I'm literally just short. I need literally to find like one more fire dragon of like basically any type. So unfortunately, like I have emerald scales here, but I only have, I'm one short. That kind of stinks. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to the other, and I'm going to hunt down a dragon, and hopefully that goes smoothly. I need a fire dragon, and basically I just need a few scales from it, and then I should be able to make that 17th Dragonforge block. That's really unfortunate that I'm just short there, because my math beforehand told me that I had enough, but apparently not, because we can only make them in groups of 4, and I don't have enough to make another group of 4. So I'm going to quickly try to hunt down a dragon in the other dimension, a fire dragon, and hopefully once I have enough scales for that, I will be right back. So it looks like I actually found 2 fire dragons, which I only anticipated on killing one, but I might as well kill both, and I just want to show how much better this bow is compared to the old bow. So there's one fire dragon here, and actually, yeah, that looks like a fire dragon as well. I might as well kill both of them while I'm here. So these dragons only spawn in the other Basalt Delta biomes, so that is really important. And yeah, right now I'm just kind of I'm mowing through this dragon. So this bow does like 100 damage a shot. It does take quite a bit of power to actually use, but that's fine. I do have that capacitor that I built a few episodes ago when I built the bow, and that thing does very, very well. So I'm not worried about the other dragon. Actually, the other dragon might be a lightning dragon. I'm probably going to have to kill it as well, just because I don't want to have it interfere while I'm trying to loot this dragon. Okay, so the other dragon's attacking me, which is not super ideal. Maybe if I shoot it a bunch, it'll stop. Not so much. Honestly, I might just try to evade it by going up and down here. I'm not worried about this attack, and I'll deal with it after I finish off this dragon here. Okay, that dragon's dead. So as you can see, that was a lot quicker than it was before with my other bow. I wish this dragon would stop attacking me. But it'll be nice to have its scales, so. So these dragons both appear to be kind of small stage 3 dragons, so hopefully I do get enough scales from them. Or from the fire one rather. I don't really need scales from this one. Okay, now there's a gas attacking me, so that's great. Basically, I just turned myself there so that I can push this dragon this way. I'm not worried about the gas attacks, and I'm not really worried about the lightning dragon attacks either. I just almost took a dragon hit right there. So if you'll notice, something just hit me, and it took down my shield like I think it was a blaze that hit me. Okay, so that looks to be done. Let's get rid of some of these nuisances. Cool. So, did things just freeze? No. That right there seems to be kind of frozen though. This is what I'm worried about. If I get 18 scales, I know I'm good, and I know I have enough. But if I don't, I might not actually have enough. Okay, guys. Party's over. I said the party's over. So let's get rid of these. These dragons are only found in the basalt deltas and the other, and the lightning dragons are only found in the deserts. I'm not sure what the biome's exactly called, but yeah. So I actually had to fly around quite a while to find this dragon, and I also found that dragon as well. Didn't care about that dragon, but actually I am definitely going to take its loot because it might be valuable. So let's keep that, because that's the only ectoplasm I have. Okay, so I got way enough dragon scales, so that's pretty fantastic. Cool. And let's loot this guy as well, and then I can go ahead and fly back. I don't need those. Cool, I got a dragon soul. That's only the second one I've got. Okay, so that's everything, and I do have my teleporter stuff here. Let me make sure that there are no like creepers around before I set this down, because if this gets blown up, I will have to fly back to my other teleporters that I have. So let's step in, and we are back here. And now to make the last of the bricks here, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and put these scales away. And then let's grab these, and then let's grab the rest of this. And right now I have my dragon skulls in here, so let's put the dragon skulls in there. And then the rest of the dragon stuff can just go into the ME system, I believe. So I do need the scales right now. Let's X that out. I believe I needed more scales than I thought, but that's okay. We have enough. And because these are both fire, we should be able to do a recipe like that and do this. So if you have different dragon scales or scales from different dragons, you will not be able to mix them. So for example, if I were to grab, say, one of these, I could not add these to it because they are from a lightning dragon. So that's how all that works. And I don't need all of these, but that is cool. So now I also need some bone blocks. I'm not sure how many of those I need, but I have way more bones than Oh, I need dragon bones. My bad. So I do have a lot of these as well. So I'm not sure how many of these I need. I think it's something like 8, but let's grab more just in case. Let's grab double. I'm sure I don't need that many, to be honest, but that's fine. Let's grab the bestiary because I do need that. And let's go ahead and come over here and see if we can't. First, I do want to interact with my old dragon friend here, see if he's hungry. Y'all hungry? I don't want to raid you. Not right now, anyways. He is a little bit hungry. I might feed him in a little bit, but I do want to go ahead and loot this Dragonforge. So let's see here. Dragonforge. So on the bottom, we need this pattern, and the top is also the same pattern. So let's go ahead and make it starting right here. And actually, it would be smarter if I did something like this. So it's 5 and 4. That dragon makes me so nervous. I know he's not going to attack me, but at the same time, it makes me nervous. And then the aperture goes over here. The rest of it is just the dragon blocks. And then the last pattern should be the same as the pattern previous. Okay, so it looks like it is active. I'm not sure how to get it to breathe into there, to be honest. Maybe if I get my little dragon staff thing, it'll... Did I put my dragon staff away? I probably put it in a chest. So let me, or not a chest, but this chest. Yeah, let me grab that. Let me also grab the dragon meal. I'm actually probably not gonna feed it dragon meal. Let's feed it cooked chicken. I think I should be able to feed it cooked chicken. It won't make it grow faster because I don't really need it to grow any faster now. I just need it to do its thing. So actually, I don't want to eat the chicken myself. I want to. Wow, he's really mowing through this food. Okay, so he's not hungry anymore. That's cool. Now I need to put things in here. So, the alloy is vibranium and ultimadium. And I think that you can do with this with blocks or ingots, but I might be wrong about that. So, no, I don't need to go yet. Okay, so either I'm doing something wrong or... Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me read more about this and see if it was going to tell me anything I didn't do right. So... Dragon's Breath is required. Tame dragon, chains, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I need to... No, it should have an output slot, right? Yeah, it should just put things here. Maybe it'll work now. Maybe it needs to be surrounded with flames. Maybe I just need to move it a little bit. Because right now I'm not getting any output here. But it's trying. My dragon's trying, certainly. Okay, I'm not worried about the dragon steel. Okay, so it just takes a little bit of time. This is exactly what I need. So this will allow me to make the next tier of the... Oh, that's awesome. I love this. This is really cool. I'm not sure how long I need to keep this dragon around, but I do need to make lots of this alloy. I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to keep him alive, but this is really, really cool. Obviously, it's really complicated as well. But let's go ahead and dump more stuff in here because we might as well. I do need lots of this stuff. Okay, cool. So I shift clicked there and it doesn't immediately update the GUI here, but it does go in there. And so that's what I was doing there. What? Oh, it's nighttime, isn't it? Yeah, dragons sleep at night, and so in the other, where they actually spawn, it's always night, so they're always sleeping. Which is just kind of odd to me, but whatever. So he should wake up, he should get back to breathing fire, and we should get more of that, those ingots. So typically, if you put things in the forge that can't be made by that forge by that dragon, it will turn things to ash. But as we can see, we're getting a valid recipe, so that is awesome. So that means between episodes, I'm probably going to go ahead and upgrade to this, this right here, this tier 6 void miner, and that's fantastic because I've been stuck on the tier 5 void miner for, it seems like ever at this point. But this is just fantastically cool. It's cool to have a dragon. It's cool to have this system to automatically, or not automatically, but to make vibranium ultimadium alloy. And yeah, this is really, really cool. So in today's episode, I read a little bit about the mod Ice and Fire, read some stuff that I didn't know, some stuff that I actually did know, and then I put down this dragon, I hatched this dragon, and then I was able to make this forge. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to hatch the dragon on camera because I thought that process was literally like going to take hours in real time, so I didn't want to film the whole thing, but the thing is, it literally only took minutes. So that's kind of unfortunate on my part, but you know, whatever. And then after Mr. Dragon hatched, we made this Dragonforge after we had to kill another fire dragon in the other dimension. And now we can make this awesome Vibranium Aldemodium Alloy, and that is fantastic. I'm super, super excited about that. So if you enjoyed today's episode, feel free to drop a like down below. If you enjoy watching automation in modern Minecraft, that's typically what I do. Definitely consider subscribing to my channel if that is the case, if you haven't already. If there's anything I could have done better or differently, definitely let me know down in the comments below as I try to read out the comments. Anyways, signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom08, and I will see you next time.